Hey, it's a beautiful night for flying tonight, especially over the capital, in the capital city of the state of Colorado. And off to the left just a little bit. If you'll angle off to the left, you'll find Coors Field, where tonight the Rockies take on the world champion St. Louis Cardinals, Game 3 of their 3-game series. Hi, everybody. Jerry Schimmel pinch hitting tonight for Drew Goodman alongside George Frazier. And, hey, George, we know about this season. Been a very tough one for the Rockies, obviously. Disappointing to everybody connected with the team. But their opportunities have been opened up as a result of all this losing for young players to take advantage. And, boy, some of them really have, haven't they?
They have taken advantage of this. And we're talking about a third-round pick, a ninth-round pick, a first-round guy that came from the Cubs in a trade. We're also talking about Willeen Rosario, a free agent signed by Rolando Fernandez. The average overall, 284, pretty good. 44 doubles, 13 triples, 34 home runs, and 116 RBIs, which is over 25% of the production for this team this year. The young kids getting opportunities to come forward and to make a play and make a statement. And that's what you really like to see. Josh Rutledge has made a statement in Major League Baseball, not just with the Colorado Rockies.
Those four guys, we'll see another one tonight. A pitcher in Alex White. He's been called up from AAA. He will get the start tonight. We'll talk about Alex White. Look at his season when we come back. Stay with us at Coors Field.
To stop a losing streak, they look to another rookie, and that's Alex White, just called up from AAA today. His last two starts at AAA, very effective for the Rockies, and he will try to get things going tonight against the Cardinals. What about this right-hander? Up and down in his first 2 years with the team.
It has been up and down. It's been one of those guys that has not consistently thrown strikes, but in his last two starts, he's proven a different guy. 15 innings, only 3 walks. At Colorado Springs, only 1 run given up while striking out 10 on 8 hits. So it's a different guy than what you've looked at. Now what you're looking for, if you are Bill Guyvet or if you're Dan O'Dowd, You want to see this carried to the big league level. It's not any different. It's 60 feet 6 inches. It's still a round white baseball, and they still got a bat, throw strikes. And if he does that in the bottom half of the zone, pretty good opportunity for him to win this ball game.
Got a lot of ground balls the last 2 outings in AAA. We'll see if he can keep that going tonight against the Cardinals. It is game 3 between these two teams. A little bit different lineup tonight. You'll see some different faces, including these guys in the lineup. That's a familiar one right there. Stay with us. Opening pitch coming up next. By your neighborhood Toyota stores. Toyota moving forward by CenturyLink. Fast speed and low monthly price. Visit CenturyLink.com. By Total Recall in theaters August 3rd. And by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at Southwest.com. Kind of a night like last night. Some overcast skies above the city of Denver, Colorado, as Alex White trying to get the Rockies situated again, trying to fight off that losing streak over all 5. And the leadoff man that he will face tonight, Skip Schumacher. A little bit different lineup for the Rockies. We'll see that. And as well for the Cardinals, a little bit different lineup. Let's look at that Southwest Airlines starting lineup tonight for the St. Louis Cardinals. The defending world champs will go with Schumacher leading off. Then John Jay, who is sitting near the bottom of the order in this series. Matt Holliday and Beltran, of course, are 3 and 4. Freese, Berkman, Descalso. Cruz gets his first start at catcher, and Lance Lynn, the pitcher.
Well, let's take a look at Alex White's numbers on the year. 11 starts at the big league level, 2 and 6 at home, 1 and 3. And then you look down at his 2 starts with the Sky Sox recently. 2-0, 15 innings, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 8 strikeouts. The problems for Alex here at the big league level, quite honestly, in those 11 starts, was keeping the ball in the ballpark. 8 home runs given up in 51 innings. And I think that probably created some things along with the walk. So this is a guy that when he's down in the strike zone and he's utilizing the sinker, the split, and again, I think he's feeling very healthy, Jerry, and going forward in this start.
Yep, he told us in Texas, that game in Texas against the Rangers afterward, he said there are some nights when that sinker ball feels good, other nights it does not, and when it does not, is disastrous for him, including with those home runs. So he's hoping to have righted the ship a little bit in AAA, especially his last 2 starts, 1 run allowed in the last 13 innings in AAA. Good to have you with us tonight. The Rockies trying to salvage one in this 3-game series. Their offense has been good in the first 2. Just unable to stop the opposition. The Cardinals lead the National League in runs scored. So here's Skip Schumacher playing second base tonight. The first pitch high, ball 1 from Alex White. Alex picked up in that trade with the ball to Jimenez last year. Bouncing ball to second base. Right there, DJ LeMahieu to get the first out. And let's look at the Rockies with the glove tonight. So defensively, they look this way. In the outfield, Carlos Gonzalez, Dexter Fowler back in there, Tyler Colvin getting the start in right again, then Pacheco at third, Rutledge at second, Rutledge at short, LeMahieu at second, Todd Helton's back at first, and behind the plate is Ramon Hernandez for Alex White tonight. John Jay, the center fielder, is next, and that sinker is down low, ball one. So White getting what he wanted that first out. That was that ground ball right to an infielder.
Yeah, working in the bottom of the zone with late sinking movement. Ball right back up the middle. Jay, a good job of hitting there. Just took the ball right back past Alex White.
He has had a bit of a slow series, and coming in a couple games before this series, Jay had not swung the bat well, but there was a good swing.
Quiet, timing was very good with that little hand hitch that he has, up, down, and then the stride of the baseball. When that timing's good, if the foot hits when the hands are at the bottom of that swing, pretty good chance he's going to hit the ball hard.
And speaking of hitting the ball hard, the guy at the plate has been doing that very consistently against the Rockies and the rest of Major League Baseball. And that's the former Rocky Matt Holliday at the plate, as Jay has good speed, takes his lead from first.
10 stolen bases. He's been caught one time this year. This team has hit the long ball, particularly this guy at the plate, Matt Holliday. 21 home runs, 75 RBIs, 5 for 9, 3 home runs, 9 RBIs, and a double. Is that any good?
16 RBIs in 6 games against the Rockies this year for Matt Holliday. Always been a great hitter, and especially in this ballpark. There are the numbers. That's 6 games, 5 home runs, 16 RBIs. He has beat up his old team. And that pitch is inside. 2-0 to Matt Holliday. Matt, 5 years with the Colorado Rockies, a real baseball family. The old man, Tom, still coaching, associate head coach at North Carolina State. Now brother Josh back at Oklahoma State as the head coach. Hitters count here. The pitch will catch the inside corner, a slider.
Now Matt Holliday last night, first offering, right center on a curveball. Showed off a strength, and he got a fastball off of Pomeranz that he took out. He also hit a home run late in the game against Matt Belisle.
Oh, they hit long balls, hitting singles to all fields. Hit that one to right, and as George said, another long ball to left field, using the whole field and just hitting the ball where it's pitched and hitting it hard.
I liked what Hernandez did there to Holliday. He went slider on a 2-0 count.
That one's chopped foul at the plate, evens the count at 2-2.
So quick to the baseball, Matt Holliday, with his swing. For a strong guy, most of his bat acceleration comes out front. If he gets his foot down, and I've said that kind of repeatedly here, the first 2 batters. But when that foot hits and that hand start, it is a quick process to the baseball.
He's pitching him inside in the first 4 pitches. Again, he goes inside.
Trying to eliminate him extending those arms. His ranks in the National League coming into this game: RBIs first, home runs 5th with 21. 40 multi-hit games, 2nd. 70 runs scored, 3. He's tied for 3rd, I should say. 125 hits, 4th. On-base percentage, 408, that's 4th. Slugging percentage, 561, is 6th. So a superstar staying in the top 10. Yep, got him on a slider.
Yep, good pitch there. Going inside and then going outside on that pitch with the slider. Actually, a fastball there that was on the outside. I think Holliday was thinking it was going to be something wrinkly.
Well, he's arguing with Doug Eddings because he did not think that he went around. But to me, on the overhead, I felt like he made an offering on the baseball. And Matt's question was, why don't you just check it?
Struck out once last night. That was the only time they got him out. They hit him last night as well, along with his 3 hits. So 2 outs in the inning, and Carlos Beltran. Almost identical numbers to Matt Holliday. There goes the runner to second. Throw to second by Hernandez is high. Stolen base for John Jay.
Ramon, I think, had a chance to throw this guy out. Didn't seem like he got a great jump. We'll take a look.
Yeah, look at the delivery now. He takes off. When he catches the baseball, he's about almost halfway down. Then the ball seemed to sail out of the hand of Hernandez. That's why it was high. Nice save by Rutledge.
So, man in scoring position now with 2 outs for the Cardinals. And the pitch outside. It's 2-0 now to Beltran. Cardinals last night in that win scored 9 runs, but they were just 2 for 15 last night with runners in scoring position. They used the long ball with effectiveness last night. Alex White stepping off the back of the rubber, getting on the same page with Hernandez with the signs. And the pitch, ground ball to second base. Right there, LeMahieu over to Todd Helton to get the out. First time in the series, and the Cardinals don't score in the first inning. Well done by Alex White. We'll come back after this. The Cardinals come up with a hit, but they can't score a run in that first inning, and so the first time in the 3-game series the Rockies hold the Cardinals scoreless. Tyler Colvin's going to lead off tonight for the Rockies, and here is our lineup presented by Southwest Airlines tonight for the Colorado Rockies. A little bit different look for Jim Tracy. He wanted to break things up a little bit. He's going to hit Fowler third tonight, Rutledge in the second spot, then Colvin. Todd Helton back in the lineup tonight. Ramon Hernandez back behind the plate. LeMahieu hitting 8th, and then Alex White, the pitcher.
Pretty good numbers for Todd. 7 for 20 and home run and 4 RBIs. As we look at Lynn's numbers, 21st start, 13-4. First start at Coors Field for him. He got roughed up a little bit at Wrigley Field his last start. 5 innings, 6 runs, 8 hits, but he got the win. The 3 previous starts, 2-0, 0-47 earned run average.
This guy has been awful steady. Well, with 13 wins this point in the year, you have to be that way. Tyler Colvin getting his 7th start in the leadoff spot this year for Colorado. Takes ball 1.
Well, he's picked up right off where he started in 2010 when he went 13-10. Last year he was 8-4 overall, and last year this big workhorse at 6'5", 250 pounds, through 196 innings between the big leagues and the minor leagues.
Brownsburg, Indiana, the hometown for this right-hander. Played the college ball, University of Mississippi. Tyler Colvin, a big night in last night's ball game. Looking for his first hit against his pitcher, and he's got it. He drives one to the gap in left center field. Holiday trying to run it down. 2 triples last night for Colvin. He will hold this time at second base and settle for a double.
When he went into a little bit of a tailspin, I felt like he got pull happy again, something he was doing in Chicago. Now all of a sudden he's back to taking the pitch where it's thrown and hitting it. Hey, tip your cap to Tyler Colvin if you're Lynn, because he hit a pitcher's pitch and he drove it with authority into left center field out of the reach of Holiday and ends up at second.
One of his triples last night was very similar to this one. Colvin, you could see, thought about 3, but had the play right in front of him, and he wisely held up. They want to make that first out at third base. Chopper toward third off the bat of Rutledge, and a good throw to first base by Freeze to get the rookie Josh Rutledge, and Colvin has to hold at second.
Well, Rutledge is going to be disappointed that he didn't hit the ball at least to the right side, because very fundamentally sound. You can see him shake his head a little bit going after that first pitch, not getting the results he wanted.
So Colvin still at second for Dexter Fowler. Dex feeling 100% again today. He said last night after the game he felt great. Before the game, much better. The day before that, he didn't feel well at all.
Well, he's done a lot of damage at Coors Field this year. 329 home runs, 31 RBIs.
And look at a pitch outside for ball 1. Dexter has driven in a lot of runs this year, especially for a leadoff hitter. He has 40 RBIs. And the pitch, he stays patient with that one. It's 2-0. Switch hitter is Dexter Fowler, hitting left-handed against this righty Lynn. The pitch fouled away. Dexter excited about hitting third again tonight. He said, it doesn't matter where I hit. I've hit 8th, I've hit 7th. Lead off a bunch this year, of course, and hitting third today. And look at the numbers, the breakdown. Right-handers, left-handers, doesn't matter for Dexter. He's been very consistent this year. 2-1 pitch is hit to left field. Holiday going back. Holiday will get there. Colvin cannot tag from second base. He has to hold.
Now, Holiday's arm at times people say is average to below average, but when he needs to go get it, it's there. And you saw it that time when he backpedaled to catch the baseball and just stood up and fired a bullet to third base.
Let's look at the Cardinals defensively tonight. On the infield, it's a team that has made some errors, but they're pretty steady. The outfield is Holiday, Jay, and Beltran. Freeze, Descalso, and Schumacher. Over at first base, Berkman tonight, and Cruz behind the plate. The middle infield has been a little inconsistent defensively, otherwise a very good defensive team. Carlos Gonzalez trying to drive in the run now. And he'll bounce one up the first base side. It's a foul ball. Argo's numbers on the year impressive, with the 71 RBIs to lead the team. 4th in the National League in that category. He was 0 for 4 last night. It stopped a string of 29 straight at home with the hit.
Now, last night, Jake Westbrook, the 3-hole, hit a $150 against him. RBI position. Cargo, RBI position. The 4-hole has hit 149.
Ground ball, backhanded by the shortstop Descalso. Throw to first in time to get Gonzalez. He saved a run, did Daniel Descalso. Nothing doing for the Rockies in the first. We'll go on to the second. Stay with us.
and the Rockies, you know what Matt Holliday can do on the field, and you probably know what he can do off the field because he did some stuff here in Colorado when he was with the Rockies. Spent a bunch of time with him earlier today. We kind of taped some things for some Rockies classic games, which will air in the offseason. But I asked him about Homers for Health. And he said that he and his wife Leslie wanted to give back to the community in St. Louis. So along with David Freese, they decided to help out the Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital in St. Louis. For every home run that a Cardinal hits this year, you can donate 50 cents or more, and it goes to this children's hospital. So far, they have raised $325,000 plus, and that's at 116 home runs. And George, you probably are aware of that hospital in St. Louis, but great stuff for the Cardinals, and you know how the Cardinals fans help out these kind of charities.
Well, Mark, you know, you've been to St. Louis, so you've seen how they engulf their players, and they love their players. And when a player will get involved into the community and give back, $320,000, that is just phenomenal. And you got 116 home runs. Mark, great job, great report.
Swing and a miss there by David Freese. Alex White gets his second strikeout. There's out number one in the second inning for the Cardinals. Who wants tacos? Remember, if the Rockies score 7 or more runs during any game, go to participating Colorado Taco Bell location the next day between 4 and 6 and get your Rockies taco special. So here's Lance Berkman getting the first start for him in this series. The veteran switch hitter will take outside for ball one. Berkman battling injuries, just the 2 homers and 7 RBIs. He has 71 at bats to hit 282. This guy's been around a long time and been very good for a long time at the plate.
After the knee injury he had in Houston, and he got it fixed before the St. Louis Cardinals signed him, I think Lance really did a good job of redefining his body again. You know, he no longer played right field. He had to, because everybody had retired down there, Bagwell, so they moved him to first. But played right prior to that, some left field. But I think he got heavy. And to be honest, he lost a lot of weight and redefined his body, and obviously came back in a huge way a year ago, Jerry, for this Cardinal ball club.
He had an incredible year a year ago for the Cardinals. Real inspiration to him down the stretch, especially offensively, when they went on to win the World Series. Pitch by White is fouled back to the screen. A full count on Lance Berkman. Came out of Rice University 1997. He was a college player of the year that year, selected by the Houston Astros, as George said.
Really thought he was blessed, man. He got to play in his hometown where he went to college, but grew up. Spent all those years with Houston. It was time to move on.
3-2 pitch is bounced to shortstop. Right there is the rookie Rutledge. He's got plenty of time with Berkman running. Out number 2.
Get the tickets now and root on your Rockies this weekend. They take on the Giants August 3rd through the 5th. 1-800-388-ROCK or go online at ColoradoRockies.com. Stop by Coors Field, the Dugout Stores, or even a King Soopers. Pick up tickets for that series with the Giants.
Alex White going to work on Daniel Descalso, the shortstop, and he'll get strike 1 into him. The last 4 outs for White have been 2 strikeouts and 2 ground ball outs. Daniel Descalso, UC Davis, the alma mater, and he this one deep to right field, sending Colvin back, but it keeps on carrying, and Colvin makes the catch. Good play by Tyler Colvin to stay with that ball that carried very well to deep right center field. It turns out to be a 1-2-3 second inning for the Cardinals. We'll come back to the bottom of the second right after this. Rockies and the Cardinals. Rockies up against one of the more consistent pitchers in the National League this year in Lance Lynn. 13-4 record. His last start, though, against the Rockies was interesting, George.
It was interesting. He went 6 innings in that start against the Rockies. 4 hits, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. St. Louis won the ball game 6-2. And he pitched obviously very well over those 6 innings. I think he's a big, strong kid that pitch count can get up. That's why he's not in the ball game a lot of times late in games.
I'm going to get Jordan Pacheco first here for the Rockies in the 2nd inning. The 1st inning, the Rockies had Tyler Colvin's leadoff double, and that's all the further he'd get was second base. Colvin shows bunt, but he'll take it for a strike after pulling the bat back. Jordan Pacheco at the plate, 1 for 4 in last night's ball game, and now just under 300, 299 for the rookie. Slaps that into right field for a base hit.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty. You know what? His whole front side went. It was kind of a tilted, awkward swing at it because I think he was set for a fastball, but he kept his hands back the whole time. Didn't try to pull the ball, just lifted it into the outfield. Watch this upper body. Watch what happens to it. Because he's way out on that front foot and the ball's away from him, but the hands stay completely back, and then it's right out on the end of the explosion, and just take the ball where it's pitched. Don't try to do too much with it.
Last night in the 2nd inning, he doubled, had a pitch that was high and in, and he hit that one hard. He was low and away and hit that one hard. He has that knack, George, of being able to put the bat on the baseball.
Great hand-eye coordination.
Here's Todd Helton, 238 for the year for Todd. And that pitch is in there for strike 1 to the Rockies' first baseman. Todd did not play in last night's ball game, suffering from the flu, but he's back and healthy tonight. It was literally for Helton a 24-hour bug. 3 for 10 in the homestand for Helton. Pitch is outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Lance Lynn with his 13 wins. That's tied for 3rd most wins in the National League. There are 2 with 14. Johnny Cueto and R.A. Dickey each have 14. The pitch is inside. Todd staying patient like he always does. 2-1. Pacheco at first base, nobody out for the Rockies. There's a snap throw to first base, safe at first. Pacheco just got his hand down below the Berkman tag.
Like a lot of backup catchers, they're all good throwers. They block the ball well, and they know what their job is. They don't hit much for average. You see a snap throw over, Berkman a little off guard with it, plus the ball was out of it. Now watch Pacheco's hands here. The right hand is going to take an elbow to it, and he missed the bag, but the elbow was back and he swam over the top of it.
The ball ends up popping out of Berkman's glove. Now Todd Helton has a count of 3 balls and 2 strikes. So a possibility Pacheco could be on the move with the good contact hitter and Helton at the plate, and the guy who walks a lot. Pacheco, not a speedy base runner, but a good base runner. Not going here. The pitch is outside. It is ball 4. Rockies have something going. 1st and 2nd, nobody out. That pushes Pacheco down to second base. Folks, you join the conversation with Toyota Talk. Text Toyota to 720-720. Share your insights, your questions on the game. Fans, make sure to send your comments into the Toyota text line and enter to win a 1-year family membership to Denver Zoo so you can see the new Toyota Elephant Passage exhibit. Now Ramon Hernandez, who had 3 hits in last night's ball game at the plate. One of those a double, drove in a couple of runs in last night's game too. 213 for the year. He was under 200 before last night. Breaking ball will get in there for strike one. A curveball thrown by Lance Lynn. Rockies trying to stop a 7-game home losing streak. They have never lost 8 straight games at Coors Field. They did lose 9 at Mile High Stadium in that first year in 1993. Swing and a miss by Ramon Hernandez. And the Rockies catcher is down 0-2.
And as a hitter now, you step in, you're thinking, he beat me with a fastball in. The slider was called a strike. What has he gone to in the past, and where does he go in the location? And with Ramon, a guy like him, I think a lot of times teams will come in with it and try to keep from extending the arms. Cruz trying to shorten the inning, get a ball on the ground. Maybe, just maybe, we could get the ground ball double play and shorten this inning up.
In the meantime, Cruz, the catcher, going to come out and talk to Lance Lynn. There's Mike Matheny, the youngest manager in Major League Baseball, 41 years of age. He had never coached or managed any level before he got the job this year.
You saw what he was telling Cruz. You make sure you watch the runner at second. On a strikeout, maybe a double steal could be in place. If it happens with Helton, you're going to second with your throw. You always go to the slower runner.
And Mike Matheny, of course, a former catcher. Pitch, hit foul down the right field side. Rockies had a base runner first inning, 2 here in the second with nobody out, trying to break a scoreless tie. And the pitch to Hernandez. He did go inside, but too far inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cruz flashing signs. It's Lynn with the one that he likes. Here comes another pitch. Inside again, low again. It's a curveball, and it's 2 now. 2-2 on Hernandez.
Lynn has a tendency at times on the breaking ball, the curveball particularly, is to shorten the stride. But when he does, he increases arm speed and spins off and can leave it to the inner half of the plate. That's what he did right there.
Hernandez staying patient with the last 2 pitches. And this is a broken back ground ball to short. Second for 1, on to first base, and they get the double play. And Pacheco moves on to third base. Exactly what George Frazier said the Cardinals are thinking about, and they get it done.
Well, Dave Duncan, a huge advocate of contact. He wants you to pitch to contact, pitch with movement on the ball, and keep the ball on the ground. Double play ball, easier to turn because Todd at first, Ramon at the plate.
So 2 down with the runner at third base now, and DJ LeMahieu still has that chance to get the Rockies on the board. DJ in last night's ball game was 0 for 2. Johnny Herrera took his place in a double switch last night about halfway through the game. And ball 1 outside. Just 3 RBIs, trying to make it number 4 right here with that runner at third and 2 down. Lance Lynn will stay in the stretch, but first he'll get a conference with his catcher again. Second time in the inning, Cruz has come out to the mound.
Well, and you know what? I look at this and I see the umpire Doug Eddings going out, and I understand the speed of the game. But you've got a team that's trying to win the National League Central, and if a minute-and-a-half conversation is going to make you late to get to the drive-in, then turn off the TV or don't come to the game. Stay home. It's part of the game to allow your catcher-pitcher to form that marriage of getting the out and making the pitch you want to make. That's a little pet peeve of mine when you see a catcher walk out and the umpire's right on his heels going to the mound to speed the process of the game up.
In this particular circumstance, it's not to get somebody loose in the bullpen either.
Right. This is just, you know, for me, I just think you know, let the strategy of the game work. They're not together on a pitch they want to go. Got a runner at third, 2 outs. Let them have their discussion.
Let the game breathe, George.
Yeah, there you go. Get an oxygen tank. That'd be fine.
2-1 on LeMahieu. And the pitch is there for a strike, a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Rockies have been very poor with runners in scoring position in this series. 7 for 33. LeMahieu has that chance here. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the Rockies rookie. Catcher set up away. The pitch swung on and missed, and it's strike 3. Rockies again threaten, and they cannot score. We're 2 complete at Coors Field and no score. XL Energy high efficiency inning. And this one belongs to Alex White back in that second inning. A strikeout of David Freese, a very dangerous hitter. And he got the sinker to work with a ground ball to shortstop. 1 more out to go. How about a fly ball? It was deep to right center field, but a nice play by Tyler Colvin. 1-2-3 inning for Alex White. Learn about energy efficiency and how to save money in your home by visiting responsiblebynature.com. Top of the 3rd now at Coors Field. White has been terrific. 1 base runner. That was John Jay, a 1-out single in the 1st inning. The Rockies have had traffic in both of their innings, but they have not scored. And the first hitter here for the Cardinals is Tony Cruz, the catcher. And the first pitch is outside, ball 1.
Very impressive for Alex White. Low pitch count, throwing the strike zone. And what I do like, pitching 88 to 91 miles an hour with movement.
There's a drive to the gap in left center field. That's going to be trouble. It'll get to the wall on 1 hop. Dexter Fowler up with it, and holding at second base will be Tony Cruz. Second hit for the Cardinals. First extra base hit. Leadoff double by Tony Cruz.
Hanging slider. Yeah, out over the plate. Slowed it down for his bat and just let him drive it into left field.
Tony Cruz making just his 18th start this year. Good swing put on that one, but a mistake. You could clearly see it the second time around, especially right over the plate. And now Lance Lynn, the pitcher, is up there. Looking to bunt. Pitch is outside. Quick throw back to second base, and back there is Cruz in time.
Well, and I like the play by Hernandez, and the reason why, now you maybe tighten up his lead. Once the ball is released out of the hand of White, he's not going to get off too far, which obviously ball's bunted. It gives you a chance for that play at third.
Lance Lynn 3 for 35 this year. Show and bunt again. And bunted foul. It goes back to the backstop. 1 ball, 1 strike. He's trying to get that runner from second to third and set him up with 1 out for the top of the order.
Cardinals' longtime instructor, George Kissel, passed away a couple of years ago in a car accident, but George was in charge of fundamentals and running spring training. And as pitchers, when I was even in the organization, late 70s, bunting was a big deal to George. He worked on it religiously And it has been carried over now through their minor league, what George has put in place there.
Two and one on Lance Lynn. There's Alex White trying to get this out somehow. Keep that runner at second base. Lynn showing bunt again. He'll bunt it up the third base side. Grabbed by Pacheco. He'll fire to first, his only play at first base. The Rockies get the out. Cruz over to third. Nicely executed by Lance Lynn.
Well, he bunted it right where you want him to bunt it, up the third base line. Follow the Rockies on your phone with MLB.com @Bat12 app, featuring pitch tracking, highlights, and a whole lot more.
So runner at third base. And back to top of the order, Skip Schumacher now for the Cardinals. A lot of Cardinals fans the first two games here at Coors Field, and tonight no exception. The tradition that they have had in a World Series a year ago, you're going to get fans on the road. Pitch, a broken back ground ball to short. Rutledge will check the runner, toss over to first base to get the second out. Good pitch by Alex White. He just sawed off Schumacher, and now there are two gone. Infield can back up.
Just what you're looking for. Keep the ball on the ground. Your infield's at about halfway. And he's going to be able to throw that hard sink. When you split your fingers outside the ball, you create more movement with a little less velocity. And that's exactly what White got.
He's got one more to go in the inning. John Jay, who singled back in the first. And the pitch a little bit low this time for Alex White. Ball one. Alex White tonight, first career start against the St. Louis Cardinals. Came up at the end of last year, officially a rookie this year. He'll stay in a stretch with the runner at third base. And Jay trying to bunt. He does. Ball grabbed by Hernandez. Throw to first in time to get John Jay. And Hernandez popping out from behind the plate saves a run. Nicely done by the Rockies veteran catcher. In this game 3 of the 3-game series, and it's time now for George Frazier's Farm Report.
Yeah, fun times for me because I get to see an awful lot of these guys play. Charlie Blackmon, you're hot, man. 2 for 4 home run last 10, 424 with a couple of home runs. Last night, Nolan Arenado went 2 for 4 in Tulsa. Tonight, he's 1 for 2 with an RBI and a double, 262, make that 43 RBIs. And as you look through, Tyler Anderson, #1 pick a year ago, 9-2. David Dahl with his success, 1 for 3, 369. And tonight, Arenado with that base hit, a double. That was his 25th, 43 RBIs now. Yolis Yassin making a rehab start in Tulsa, 4 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, a grand slam given up to former big leaguer Kevin Kuzmanoff hit a grand slam as the Kansas City Royals have sent a few big leaguers that were on the AAA roster and ex-big leaguers down to their AA team to try to get them into the race to win the second half.
Good report, Frazier. I was looking for cattle and hogs, but it was all about baseball players that farm.
Beef prices are up, I'll let you know.
Alex White, the hitter for the Rockies, 2 balls and a strike on White. He's 1 for 16 this year at the plate. And the pitch to Alex is fouled back to the screen, 2-2. You mentioned David Dahl, and that's got a buddy who knows baseball very well in Grand Junction, says this guy is a player, George.
He is a player, and you just got to let the process go and see what happens. Kyle Parker has caught fire, hit his 14th home run last night. He's hitting over 320 in Modesto. So, you know, you got to let guys kind of take their path and see where it takes you.
Strike 3 called with Alex White, so he's the Rockies' first out of the inning. After you watch the Rockies play on Saturday, that's tomorrow, tune in for Rockies All Access. This week we head down to Tulsa to meet the Drillers, the Rockies AA team. Then we go fishing with our own George Frazier and his son Parker, who pitches for the team. It's the all-new Rockies All Access this Saturday after the ball game. I guess today's Thursday, isn't it? All right, so day after tomorrow.
Day
Saturday.
after tomorrow. There you go.
We can do that.
Ben Paulson also went along with that. Nolan Arenado did an interview with us. Very good interview. As did Josh Sullivan, a right-handed pitcher. Closer there. Kent Mathis.
Catch any fish?
Lars Davis. Yeah, we caught a lot of fish. The guys out in the boat, Paulson and Frazier and a young man named Nick Grimmett, whose dad actually owns some property down there. They caught about 20 bass.
Oh.
I was doing the perch routine with all the girls on the dock. I was the worm guy.
I've been there. I've had that role a few times. Sometimes more fun there than catching fish on your own, isn't it? Yep. Tyler Colvin at the plate, and he hits this one, the gap in left center field again. Holiday coming on. He will make the catch. That one kind of hung up a little bit. I think maybe off the end of the bat that time for Tyler Colvin. And now there are 2 gone in the Rockies' third.
Yeah, that flight on the baseball allowed Matt to get under the baseball in left field. Looking at the pitch where it is thrown on the Mike Shaw Subaru Super Bowl. Really trying to get his hands inside the ball, get him close to the body to not let that sinker eat that bat up. Almost got lucky enough to dump it into the outfield.
See if Josh Rutledge can do something with 2 outs. Rockies had base runners each the first 2 innings, 2 outs and nobody on here. Josh Rutledge, quite a start. 377, popping the bat with 4 homers. That's only 69 at bats. Fastball high and tight, 2-0. Artie Lansford was talking about him before the game. He said, I just can't find a weakness with this guy so far. He's hitting breaking balls, hitting fastballs. He's hitting them where they're pitched. He's got pop in his bat. He's a very good base runner. And they pitch in there for a strike. Now it's 2-1.
And he's going to hit a spot where the opposition figures him out a little bit. And that's when he can lean on Carney and lean on his ability to help him through those rough spots. A very good player in his own right when he was with the Oakland Athletics.
2-1 pitch is swung on and missed. And Carney was saying usually it's about 40 at bats really when the opposition starts figuring a rookie out. But Josh is up to 70 at bats now, and nobody's been able to do that so far.
Well, the confidence Jim shows in him, hitting his second in the lineup now. Started out 8.
2-2 pitch is sprayed foul out of play. That was a fastball on the outside at 95. When he put Rutledge at that second spot, talking about Jim Tracy, he really contemplated putting Pacheco there and said, you know what, I'll just give the rookie 1 game hitting second, see what he does. Well, he's stuck there. Long look for a sign for Lance Lynn. Now he's got it. Big righty with the next pitch, and it's hit down the right field side. It's out of play.
Well, on the homestand, he's picked up the base just a little bit. Josh Rutledge, if you can. Base hits to right. This ball deep into the Rockies bullpen. Then he got one on the inner half against Loesch. Drove it to left field for a home run. Came up against the left-hander. Guess what? Dead center field.
It's this one down the left field line. Holliday giving chase. Holliday on the warning track makes a catch up against the fence. Literally a couple of feet from another home run was Josh Rutledge, and the score remains 0-0 after 3.
Really was looking forward to doing this Chevy's Dare to Compare, so I'm happy to bring it to you. This is comparing Matt Holliday and Carlos Gonzalez, and it's brought to you by the Chevy Equinox. 32 highway miles per gallon, outperforms the competitors. Chevy, made for Colorado. This is since the trade in 2009. Now, Holliday has played 85 more games than Gonzalez, but look at the numbers, the average close. Look at the home runs, just 2 more for Matt Holliday. When you throw in triples and steals, Cargo has many more. These two players are pretty even, guys, despite the fact that Holliday has more games played and at bats, because Gonzalez didn't come up right away in 2009. I thought that was interesting.
You know what, Mark? I look at that graphic, and it was great work on that, by the way. But I look at that, and I just see 2 great players.
Yeah.
Yep.
2
Absolutely.
very, very good players.
And we just saw Holliday make a nice catch.
This one down the right field line. It's out of play off the bat of Matt Holliday. One team that didn't do well in that whole thing was the Oakland A's. I mean, they ended up with Holliday, but then they traded him, or they lost him quickly after that and didn't get much back. The Rockies certainly have something to show for that trade with Carlos Gonzalez.
And Houston Street, what he did the year before.
And he was good as a Rockies closer. No getting around that. You look at the numbers for Houston Street, he was very effective.
Highest percentage of success rate as a closer in Rockies history.
Yeah. 2-1 on Matt Holliday, and the pitch fouled away. Balls and 2 strikes. Alex White able to get the slugger first time up with a strikeout.
Check swing on a slider that Matt didn't feel like he went around. Doug Eddings disagreed.
White saying yes to his sign from Hernandez. The pitch and a bouncing ball up the middle. Rutledge with a big hop. Rookie will set fire and get his man at first base. The other thing about Rutledge, he has been very solid defensively.
Yeah, he has. I mean, you look at Josh's numbers, 2 errors so far, and has shown quite a bit of range and knowledge of the league a little bit. I'd point to the ground ball the other day Molina hit with a runner going from second to third. Pacheco had come over to get to the baseball. Thought they were going to have a play at third. They didn't, yet he realized Molina, I'll give it a chance to breathe. I threw the first and able to get Molina. That's just knowing the league, knowing who's at the plate, who's swinging the bat.
Carlos Beltran at the plate now for the Cardinals. He bounced out to second base the first time up. And a look at strike 1. 2-seam fastball at 89 miles an hour. A little break away from a left-handed hitter and down. This pitch is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Let's get him back to Rutledge for a second, too. Jim Tracy saying before the game tonight that he's going to move over to second base sometime soon here. just to get used to it over there before Troy Tulowitzki comes back and takes over at shortstop. And the one thing you remember too is this guy will be able to play shortstop down the road. If someday Troy Tulowitzki moves to third or even to first base, you got your shortstop.
Dave Hadjic, who is the infield coordinator for the Rocky organization, came to Tulsa 2 or 3 times early in the year and then worked with Rutledge at second before putting him out in a ball game. Josh handled second base very well there at Tulsa.
It's to Beltran, just a little bit low. Couldn't get that low strike zone call from the home plate umpire, and now it's 2-2. And the pitch broke his bat again right there to Todd Helton for an easy out. Another ground ball out for Alex White. The sinker is working tonight in the altitude.
I'm going to tell you what I've noticed out of Alex White. In the past, everybody talks so much about velocity. And so he was hunting that velocity. He was hunting the 95, the 96 mile an hour fastball, and it was up in the strike zone. Tonight it's been 88 to 91 max, occasionally 92. But down with heavy movement, heavy sinker. Boy, he's throwing some boat anchors in there, and they haven't done anything with him.
He struck out David Freese the first time up. 2 outs and nobody on. And the pitch to Freese. Fastball inside, and it's ball 1. Wells Fargo customers, get your 2-for-1 Rockies tickets today by going to wellsfargo.com/Rockies. Wells Fargo Bank, member FDIC. Swing and a miss on a slider by Alex White. 1-1 on David Freese, NLCS and World Series MVP a year ago. And a ground ball to third. Pacheco to one knee, gets back up, throws to first. It's a 1-2-3 inning again for Alex White, and 3 ground ball outs. There's the Camarena Club. They're enjoying it out tonight on a beautiful night. Series, not any at all so far. We are scoreless after 4 innings of work, and here's our AT&T trivia question tonight, brought to you by AT&T. Carlos Beltran and Matt Holliday tied for the league lead in RBIs. The last 2 teammates to finish 1 and 2 in the RBI race, so that's for a full season, is our question tonight. It's a very interesting answer. Number 3 hitter, Dexter Fowler, leads off for the Rockies. Wide to left his first time up. He'll look at strike 1. And here's what the RBI situation looks like in the National League. That's Carlos Beltran on the right. He leads with Matt Holliday. Both have 75. Then Braun Kubel after that. This one is a jam job off the fist of Fowler, and it's out of play. 0-2. Jason Kubel, 11 home runs in the month of July to get those RBI totals up. Rockies trying to get something going. They had a 1-2-3 third inning after some traffic in both the first and second innings. This one is hit hard into right field. It's a base hit for Dexter Fowler. And he's going to try for 2, and he is out at second base.
And everything right out in front of him. You said try to make something happen. That's exactly what he did. But Beltran, a very accurate arm and a strong arm. Watch Dexter out of the box when this ball's looped. He's hustling the whole way. He kind of sees Beltran go after it in a lackadaisical way, then pick it up, and then make the throw, and he got him. Dexter was hoping he might rush that throw and be offline. It wasn't.
No, it was a perfect throw. One hop right on the money. So 1 out, nobody on. Carlos Gonzalez at the plate. Grounded out to shortstop the first time up on a fine play by Descalso. Looking to bunt. Take it for a strike. He pulled the bat back.
Watch how he lackadaisically goes over to the ball thinking, oh, he's only going to first. And then, nope, he's going on when it test this. I got you. I don't mind the heads up play by Dexter going after it. It's the 4th assist this year for Carlos Beltran.
Yeah, you like the aggressiveness. You might want to pick a maybe less experienced outfielder with a lesser arm than this guy.
A different part of the lineup too. If you were, Dexter at the bottom half, you don't mind that chick taking a little advantage trying to get out there. But with the meat of the order coming up, Gonzalez, Pacheco, and then Helton, you'd think runner on first, you might make some things happen.
We saw a similar situation last night for the Rockies when Eric Young Jr. got thrown out at third base without sliding. Pitch outside, 3-1 now to Carlos Gonzalez. Young had himself easily a double and then tried to take an extra base, and it cost him. Lance Lynn with his pitch, and it's hit to left. It's well struck. Holiday going back. It is over his head. It's off the top of the wall. Carlos Gonzalez into second base. He will get there standing up.
Pretty typical after you try to take advantage of something like that for Dexter. The next guy up hits a ball off the wall or into the gap that would have scored Dexter Fowler. Now it's up to Pacheco with 1 out, and then Helton. A little bit elevated fastball, but I mean that ball's away from Carlos Gonzalez. Tremendous plate coverage. He's able to take this ball and do it with authority to left field.
There aren't too many guys. I don't think George can hit it. That ball's out of the strike zone. He can drive it off the wall the other way. Just amazing hitter. So he's at second. Jordan Pacheco up there. Rockies trying to break a scoreless tie. We're in the 4th inning. And the pitch is low, ball 1 to Pacheco. Jordan has been good this year with runners in scoring position, .355. Singled his first time up to get the average over 300 again. It's at .302. Good speed at second with Carlos Gonzalez. The pitch to Pacheco, and that's there for a strike. Lance Lynn giving up a leadoff double to Colvin first inning. He couldn't get past second base. Rockies had first and second, nobody out in the second, and Lynn put the clamps on the Rockies. 1, 2, 3, third, but a runner at second with 1 out here in the 4th. It's to Pacheco, breaking actually a fastball that's outside.
Big cut fastball, and what kind of surprises me to call that pitch with your second baseman holding the runner and opening up the right side, because Pacheco handles the bat so well.
The 2-1 pitch, and that one's lined into right field. It's a base hit. Extra bases for Pacheco. Gonzalez will score. Jordan Pacheco with an RBI double. And the Rockies draw first blood, 1-0 Colorado.
3 straight hits. Pacheco now 23 RBIs. When given opportunities to hit in the RBI spot of the lineup, Pacheco has come through for the Rockies. All nothing more than an upper half swing on the baseball. Fooled a little bit by it. but just cue shot it to right field. Nice piece of hitting by Pacheco.
That was. You saw Carlos Gonzalez go to the way to drive the ball off the wall, and then here Jordan Pacheco. Hasn't driven in that many runs, but as George said, he hasn't had that many opportunities. He's been very good with runners in scoring position.
It's tough though when you hit 8th in the lineup, 2nd in the lineup, to drive in a lot of runs.
Eric Lilliquist, the pitching coach, was out to talk to Lance Lynn, and now Todd Helton will get to the plate. Rockies this year have a winning record when they score first. They are 21-20. Todd drew the walk the first time up. Fastball is inside, ball 1. So 3 hard hit balls to start this inning against Lance Lynn. Dexter Fowler singled, got thrown out at second base. Gonzalez with a hammer job off the wall, and then Pacheco a double. Outside again to Todd.
The Cardinals, when they allow the opposition to score first, 15-32.
Cardinals in last night's game scored 2 in the first inning. Game 1 they scored 4 in the first inning. 3-0 to Todd Helton. Lance Lynn 59 pitches at this point in the game. Base open at first base. Right-handed hitter Hernandez on deck. And the pitch is outside. Looked like they might have worked around Helton a little bit there.
Well, Matheny, he might be the youngest manager, but he also remembers what that guy at 17 did with runners in scoring position. And he might not hit the ball out of the park, but he knows he could swing the bat. Felt more comfortable with right on right in Hernandez, and LeMahieu following.
So now Hernandez up there with 1 out. He hit into a double play the last time up. Rockies had that first and second, nobody out. Hernandez came up and it went 6-4-3. They worked him inside and they got the easy ground ball. This one outside, ball 1. Hernandez swinging the bat much better these days. 1-0 pitch, missing away. It's 2-0. Ramon has 4 RBIs in his last 4 games. He is 6 for his last 18 at the plate, and he had those 3 hits in last night's game. Got a hitter's count here at 2-0. Swings right through that fastball, strike 1. He was looking fastball, got fastball, missed the fastball. Pacheco at second, Helton at first. And the pitch by Lynn. It's outside.
Well, you watch his follow through on delivery, particularly when he's got to go to the outer half of the plate. The upper body really rotates, which allows the arm to drop, and then it's a yank to get there. Well, he's yanking it off the plate for a ball. The one that he threw extremely well was the strikeout of LeMahieu at 95. He really stayed on line.
Swinging a foul off the mask that time. And now we got a full count. Rich Dowers going through the signs. E.J. LeMahieu was on deck. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the hitter Hernandez. First baseman playing behind Helton. We'll see maybe Jim Tracy puts these guys in motion with 3 and 2 and an out. They are moving. The pitch inside. Nope. Strike 3 called. Throw to second. And Todd Helton is out at second base.
Just what you thought they would do. Not try to get Pacheco, but the slower runner. And that's why they went after Todd Helton.
Turns out to be a strike him out, throw him out, double play. Hernandez didn't think so. Rockies get one. They lead 1-0.
Get an RBI double from Jordan Pacheco. Also last inning, Todd Helton with a walk in his 9,000th career plate appearance. Now, I did this stat the other day, and it's worth mentioning since he's hit this milestone. He is the 150th ball player ever to have 9,000 or more plate appearances. That puts him, when you add up the amount of players in the game, in a category of less than 1% of all big leaguers. And also, he's done it with one team. That's rare as well, as you can see. And you know what, Jerry and George, I don't give Todd many stats. I told him once, you know, you're going to pass Mickey Mantle on extra base hits. I told him this stat, and he said, that's pretty cool. And I got Michael Kadire looking over the corner of his eye going, pretty cool. That's Hall of Fame. That's what that is. History before our eyes. I had to mention it again. Guys.
Hey, where are you?
Right field, upper deck, looking for a third tanker. Section 303.
Well, let's do it in the next inning, not right now. Cardinals
Agreed.
are hitting right now. We're going to wait.
Good call, George.
And don't dive for it either.
Yeah. I'm just glad Mark's not scared of heights. Lance Berkman leads off for the Cardinals in the top of this 5th inning. 1-0, the Rockies have the lead. He certainly could have tacked on some more in that last inning. Berkman will bounce this one towards second base. DJ LeMahieu's got it, and there's out number 1.
10th ground ball out for White. Just one fly ball out. His pitch count, more importantly, sitting at 50 in the 5th inning. Been a while since you've seen that.
Now you can join the conversation again with Toyota Talk. Text Toyota to 720-720. Share your insights or questions about the game, and make sure you send your comments into the Toyota text line and enter to win a 1-year family membership to Denver Zoo. You can see the new Toyota Elephant Passage exhibit there. Next hitter for the Cardinals, Daniel Descalso, the shortstop. He flied to right, deep to right field his first time up. Alex White a little bit too low with that split finger fastball. A ball and a strike. He is from North Carolina. He pitched at the University of North Carolina. In fact, his junior year, he was terrific at the College World Series team with the Tar Heels. Greenville is the hometown. Way outside on that one. It's 2-1. He won Game 1 in 2009 in the College World Series for the Tar Heels. That's the year he got drafted by the Indians, and of course picked up in the trade Ubaldo Jimenez going to Cleveland. Pitch here, he is a strike called. That fastball moving away again from that left-hander and moving down, 2-2.
What I love about White, it reminds me a lot of Aaron Cook, what I'm seeing tonight. Demeanor, confident, throwing strikes, utilizing his fastball, the velocity we talked about, 88-93. Utilizing a cutter, also using the split finger to get a lot of ground ball outs. 11 in the game.
Doing a nice job of setting guys up too, George. He's throwing the slider, throwing a fastball, that four-seamer early in the count, gets ahead and gets the ground ball out.
Just like a total different guy than what we saw earlier and even last year. His aggressiveness, his actions on the mound.
Another ground ball out with Descalso, and now Tony Cruz, who doubled to lead off the third inning to left center field. He'll look at a strike. Cruz with that double, 224 now for the year. Limited time behind the plate. You got Yadier Molina back there. You're not going to get a lot of opportunities. Checked his swing and he went around, says the first base umpire.
Second time that's been a call. Once Holiday, now Cruz.
And it's Barrett over at first, ringing him up.
You'll be able to see again. Just watch the line here, and I'm not sure that one was in the favor of the Rockies. I'll take it though.
White will take it. Got his man down 0-2 and chops this one foul at the plate. This Cruz. Alex White, a first-round draft pick. He was the 15th pick overall in the draft. Actually got drafted by the Dodgers out of high school. Turned that down, went and played for the Tar Heels, had a great career there, and ended up in the first round.
Friday night starter for North Carolina in a very difficult collegiate league.
Another ground ball right side. LeMahieu's got it on the run. He will throw to Helton. That's 3 ground ball outs, all to the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Lead stays 1-0 for the Rockies. We'll be right back. Freeze cam from tonight's ball game, and this one belonging to Tyler Colvin. What a great catch running on the warning track. That was out number 3 back in the second inning. A long fly ball off the bat of Daniel Descalso. He has played very well defensively this year. Tyler Colvin there, no exception. It's brought to you by Frostproof Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. 1-0 Rockies. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Rockies have out hit the opposition 5-2 in the story so far. Alex White has got plenty of ground ball outs. DJ LeMahieu has recorded 5 of those ground ball outs. He's the first hitter for the Rockies in the bottom of the 5th. This one is hit foul out of play. Strike 1.
The vendor almost had to give up the cash. Deflection with the hand. Nice job, partner. Shot right into it. He saved. Everybody behind him should pay double.
Yeah. Notice he didn't drop into that money, though.
I think he's just going to sit down and relax for a while, though.
I might do that, too, if I was him. DJ LeMahieu with a count of 1-2 strikes. Struck out his first time up against Lance Lynn. Rockies after tonight will start a 3-game series against the Giants here at Coors Field. Tomorrow night Jonathan Sanchez will throw against his old team. Lance Lynn, swing and a miss, strike 3. Fastball high and tight, and LeMahieu is a strikeout victim second time tonight. Let's get back to our trivia question we gave you a little bit earlier, and it's an interesting one tonight. Carlos Beltran and Matt Holliday tied for the National League in RBIs, the last 2 teammates to finish 1 and 2 in a season. And they were former Rockies. 1996, Andres Galarraga and Dante Bichette. That's a lot of RBIs for 2 guys right there.
Yes, it is.
Here's Alex White. He struck out looking his first time up. I'm saying the story of the game so far, Alex White. Well, Lance Lynn, his counterpart, not too far behind him. Given up more hits, 5 hits to the 2 hits that White has allowed, but he has been good too. Oh, 2 on White, and the pitch hits this one in the air to right center field. It's going to drop for a base hit. Just the second hit this year for Alex White. He is now 2 for 18, and the Rockies have a man at first. It's the pitcher with 1 out.
I want to see what this was. Yeah, fastball elevated, inner half of the plate. Got his hands out, got his hands on the bat, and just stuck it out to right field. Good job. Let the pitcher and his velocity.
2-strike pitch, and he was able to get it down. Now Tyler Colvin, who doubled in the first inning, a guy who had 2 triples in last night's game. And by the way, those 2 triples tied a club record 17 times now. That's happened in Rockies history. Swing and a miss, strike 1. And Tyler, in that first at bat, that double to left center, thought about going for 3, but he held up and stayed at second base. That was a leadoff hit for the Rockies in the first inning, and he didn't get any further than second. Fly to left his last time. That ball in the dirt, good block though by the backup catcher Cruz. And folks, join the conversation with Toyota Talk. Text Toyota to 720-720. Share your insights or questions. Make sure to send your comments into the Toyota text line and enter to win a 1-year family membership to the Denver Zoo. And check out the new Toyota Elephant Passage exhibit. Alex White not being held at first base by Berkman. There's an extra step with his lead. That one's in the dirt as well. Tyler Colvin, a former #1 draft pick of the Cubs. Lance Lynn was a sandwich pick for the St. Louis Cardinals. That was in 07, a supplemental first rounder, number 39 in the draft that year. This one is popped up on the infield. Descalso, the shortstop, taking charge. Backing up a little bit more, he'll make the catch in shallow left center. 2 away.
First 15,000, you better be here August 5th. You'll receive a Colorado Rockies lunch bag courtesy of King Soopers. Get your tickets today. Giants are here. It'll be Sunday. Always a popular giveaway at the ballpark. School's right around the corner. You still got that going on at your house, huh?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm looking forward to it, actually.
Did you go down to a local place and fill up with all the binders and pencils and all that stuff?
That's coming up. Rutledge will pop one up. Shallow center field. Jay coming on, and he will slide and make the catch. He may have saved a run with 2 outs. White was moving, and John Jay comes through with the dandy defensive play. Rockies come up empty in the 5th inning, on to the 6th. Still 1-0 home team. Sports is brought to you by Ford Mustang. All legends, zero compromise. Ford Mustang. Go further. By AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. By King Soopers, more value for the way you live. And by Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo's customers, don't forget that 2-for-1 Rockies tickets today by going to wellsfargo.com/Rockies. Wells Fargo Bank, member FDIC. Another beautiful night in downtown Denver. Rockies have a 1-0 lead over the Cardinals, trying to salvage a game in this 3-game series. Alex White has been terrific. And there are the numbers. How about the ground ball outs, George?
He has been
12 of those tonight.
Outstanding, keeping the ball in the lower half of the zone, getting guys aggressive. He's had the fortunate side of being able to start out with a pitcher a couple of times. He's got strikeouts when he needed to, but more importantly, after giving up a leadoff double in the 3rd inning, he quieted everything down there with 2 ground ball outs, and he has retired the first batter in 4 out of the 5 innings he has thrown today.
He will get his counterpart Lance Lynn to start the 6th inning for the Cardinals. And the pitch is right there, a strike, an 88-mile-an-hour fastball.
See, the velocity I could care less about. It's the finish on the ball. And because of his short arm action, the ball gets on you much quicker than you anticipate. One of the fans last night, you loved it when we had George Pacheco mic'd up. They said, can you do one every night? Well, they don't really like to do that as much as we would want to.
That's why they got you. They got you mic'd up.
Yeah, well, sometimes I even hit the mute button.
So that's what you've been doing to me all night.
Yeah.
Over here, huh?
Well, that.
That one's there at the knees. It's a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Lynn. Not surprising to get some texts about Josh Rutledge.
Spire was the last left-handed throwing catcher and third baseman I saw play. Not Chris Spire, but I'm trying to think of Spires. That almost hit me. Spire.
Sacrifice bunt for Lance Lynn his previous time up to the plate. Alex White with a check swing of the hitter, and that one will roll back.
By the way, to answer that question, Mike Squire.
Mike
is who I was trying to think of.
I remember him. I don't remember him being a left-handed
Just
catcher.
did it for one game.
Did he? Okay, I got you.
Here's left-handed throwing catchers. Doug, see? Bang, here it is right here.
Whoa.
You want to know what it is? It's right here, pal. The last full-time guy to do it in 1,073 games was in 1884 to 1900, Jack Clement. Benny DeStefano in 1989 did it. Mike Squire also did it. He did it in 1980 for the Chicago White Sox. 8 since 1900 in a total of 63 games. 45. Is that Jiggs Donahue? See, you want to know? You want to ask Doug something?
Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah. It's called whip out, man. He's got everything.
1 out as Lance Lynn struck out. Top of the order here, Skip Schumacher, the hitter. Ball and a strike on this guy. He's grounded out twice tonight. 12 ground ball outs for Alex White, and 2 of them from the leadoff hitter. Greg Grimm from my Little League team, he was a left-handed throwing catcher. He doesn't count?
No, he does not. Jerry and I called each other today, and I said, you know what color tie you wearing? I'm going gold. He said gold. I went yellow shirt, though. He went white shirt.
Probably looks white, though.
But we went light tan pants and tan brown. We did pretty good at that.
Yeah, we did. Nice job. Yeah, way to coordinate. Yeah, and everybody's mad at me because I've got to put a tie on.
No, it's a pleasant night.
Okay.
I like the tie.
You do?
Yeah, actually, Kay and George are in town, and they picked this out tonight.
I didn't think you.
Do you know I carry like 65 with me at all times?
65 ties?
Yeah.
I'm impressed by that.
And as I wear them, I just kind of lay them to the side on a home stand. So you don't double up because, you know, fans notice those things. Because they noticed you had gold, I had gold.
So do you get those 65 cleaned very often?
I just iron them.
You just iron them. You don't have to clean them?
Why would
Coffee
you clean
stains?
them? Well, don't spill anything on them. You don't have to clean them.
Yeah, that's easy for you. And a ground ball, base hit this time into left field for Skip Schumacher. It was a ground ball thrown by Alex White, but a base hit with one out for Schumacher. So the Cardinals get a man at first base.
And those last start for Alex White, 8 innings at the Springs. It wasn't on the road. It was at Colorado Springs. So, you know, he went a little deeper into that ball game through 100+ pitches. The minor leagues are not doing the 75 pitch limit. They're allowing their pitchers in the 85 to 95 range.
John Jay drives one to deep left center field. Fowler can't get there in the dive. It'll score a run. John Jay on the way to third. He will get there standing up, an RBI triple. Second hit for Jay tonight. Schumacher with a single and then the triple by Jay. We're knotted up at 1.
Well, you know, this offense, you kept it quiet for so long. Alex White had accomplished what a lot of Rocky starters have not been able to, and that's take it to the 6th inning. With one out and a runner at third in the heart of the order. Elevated fastball, though. That's one of the few he has thrown in this ball game. If you look at the height of that ball coming into the home plate area, he had lived here all day long. This ball just out of the reach of Dexter as he took the angle back and then had to redirect to the baseball.
Dexter giving it a whirl, but coming up empty, and they're going to walk Matt Holliday now.
Well, 544 with 9 RBIs, 3 home runs, one of the hottest bats right now in their lineup. Why face it? I understand Carlos Beltran, the on-deck circle, but you hope at that time that maybe you can roll over and get you a double play ball. Beltran, 2 ground balls, 1 to first, 1 to second.
Get Holliday to first base with 1 out, sets up the double play ball as well. If you can get that ground ball again from Beltran, like George said, has had a couple of them, 1 to first, 1 to second. So Holliday jogs down to first base. Jay is at third. And here comes Bo McLaughlin, the co-pitching coach for the Rockies, to talk with White. For the moment, nothing happening in the Rockies bullpen. 77 pitches thrown by Alex White. George had mentioned his last start. You go back 2 starts, the last 2 he had in Colorado Springs, speaking of Alex White. 1 earned run in 15 total innings. And 10 strikeouts. He had 19 ground ball outs in those 2 games. So he's keeping that going tonight, but he's given up a run here in the top of the 6th. Somebody loves your tie. Going for the gold tonight. Oh, that's interesting. To go the Olympic spirit. George has the gold tie on tonight. Well, McLaughlin back in the dugout. Beltran at the plate. First and third, 1 out for the Cardinals. Pitch is outside, ball 1 to the veteran slugger. Beltran came up in 1998 with the Kansas City Royals. And Bo McLaughlin on the phone, and I expect to see some activity now in that bullpen. That one's down low, 2-0 to Beltran. Beltran an RBI in every 4.8 at bats this year. That's the best ratio in the National League. RBI chance here and a hitter's count for this guy as well.
Rex Brothers, the left-hander, getting up.
Pitch hit down the left field line, slicing toward the corner. It's a fair ball. 1 run has scored. Being hurled at third base is Matt Holliday. Into second base, Beltran. And the Cardinals have the lead. It's 2-1.
Just so many weapons in their lineup. That RBI, Beltran will take over the RBI lead in the National League. I mean, you know what? You just got to tip your cap to it, Jerry. That ball was a foot off the plate, it appeared. And he just stuck his bat out, and his bat speed slapped it to left. Jay scores. They hold up Holliday. I mean, just difficult spot for him, and a difficult spot right now for Craig.
Ramon Hernandez was set up outside. The pitch came outside. Beltran just doing a great job of getting it. And now David Freese at the plate. Fastball's inside, ball 1 to this slugger. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Holiday's at third. Beltran is at second. On the corners, they're tight. Middle infield is back. There's a pitch that's in there for a strike.
Let's look at this pitch to Beltran. You can see that it's going to move in this direction out of the zone. Look how far. I mean, nothing's moving right here. And look how far the extension is all the way out. I mean, that's crazy. You just got to tip your hat and say they practice too, you know.
Alex White comes back and works ahead of Freeze.
And really, Jerry, one of the biggest mistakes Alex White can make now, he's worked 88, 91. Don't try to go get 94 and miss your location and lose the movement on your fastball.
David Freeze, a 12-game hitting streak going. 0 for 2 so far. Here's the pitch, and that hit him.
How'd that feel?
91-mile-an-hour fastball, and Freeze is down to first base. There was the base open. It's occupied now. Base is loaded for Lance Berkman.
Wrong guy for me at the plate. And the reason I say that, Lance Berkman, his sinker's just going to keep running and running. I mean, Hernandez thought he might have a shot at it and caught him on the thigh. Brothers trying to get loose as quick as he can. They're already throwing sliders, so he's fairly close now. And Jim Tracy's going to call time. He's trying to call time.
And he's going to make the move to the bullpen here for Rex Brothers. That's it for Alex White. Boy, he's cruising along until this 6th inning. At a 1-2-3 fifth, but 2 in for the Cardinals in this 6th inning, and the bases are loaded and 1 out. Alex White's night is done.
Only had given up 2 hits. He had 10 ground ball outs. I mean, Alex White trails 2-1 in this ball game with the bases loaded. They'll go to Brothers. But you also look now, I mean, unfortunately in this inning, 3 base hits, an intentional walk, and a hit batsman, the bases loaded.
So we got a pitching change. We'll tell you about Rex Brothers when we come back. One lead. Alex White has been removed from the ball game for Rex Brothers. And White through 5 was terrific for the Rockies, but the 6th inning has got to the right-hander.
Well, I tell you what, he threw the ball extremely well. That squibbler through the left side on the ground base hit, and all of a sudden things started to change. Jay hit that ball deep into left center field. The intentional walk to set up the double play. Tip your hat to Beltran with that base hit. Brothers making his 50th appearance in this ball game, a 5-2 record, 11 holes last night, touched up as he walked a man, gave up a single, and struck out. Now you're going to flip Berkman to the right side. Brothers has inherited this year on the season 23 base runners, and only 7 have scored. 70% success rate.
Just 1 out had by Brothers out of the bullpen last night. He gave up 2 earned runs. Berkman, as a right-handed hitter, only 188 this year. So Jim Tracy, knowing the numbers favor his left-hander, brings in Rex Brothers. Bases loaded and 1 out. Pitch to Berkman, a fastball that is low, ball one.
You know, the reaction though of Ramon Hernandez, he kind of just like dropped his arms like, gonna strike all night. Now it's not gonna be.
What Rex Brothers will give you from that bullpen is that strikeout. He could really use one right here. That's a foul ball off the bat of Berkman. A ball and a strike. And a left-handed hitter in Descalso coming up.
Because of Brothers' ability to take the baseball and spin it with that hard slider and throw the ball by you, if he's got on top of his game, I think left right doesn't matter.
Checked his
Called
swing.
it all night.
Yep, they didn't go around.
All night long it's been called. Let's see if this did. Well, you know, that's no different to me than what Matt Holliday had, Jared. And it was called a strike.
Looked like the same play. Now 2-1, advantage to the hitter. Others always works from the stretch. Ground ball up the middle, grabbed by Rutledge, steps in the bag, fires to first, and they got the double play. Just what the Rockies needed right there to minimize the damage. Cardinals scored 2. They have taken the lead. Bottom of 6 coming up. 2-1 Redbirds. Brought to you by Cooney Lexus, where luxury has an address. To the 4th inning, Carlos Gonzalez at second base. Jordan Pacheco lining a single to double exit at right field down the line to score Carlos Gonzalez. Rockies took a 1-0 lead. Cardinals come back. 6th inning. John Jay driving this one to deep left center field. Fowler couldn't quite get there. That drives in a run, but the Cardinals weren't done. Carlos Beltran slaps one down the left field line to score run number 2 for the Cardinals. And that's where we're at. It's 2-1 St. Louis as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Dexter Fowler leads off for the Rockies. Ball 1 from Lance Lynn. Dexter last time up hit a single, got thrown out trying to stretch it into a double. 3, 4, and 5 up for the Rockies in this inning. Rockies have lost 5 straight, 13 of their last 16. They have lost 7 straight at home. 19 of their last 24 ball games they've lost at home, and trailing 2-1 here to the Cardinals. They are 44 and 40 all time at home against St. Louis. They fared well against the Redbirds. Here's a strike call at the knees. 82 and 86 all time against St. Louis. Lance Lynn keeping that ball down tonight to Rockies hitters. That one's too far down. 3-1 on Dexter Fowler. Wide to left his first time. Carlos Gonzalez waiting to hit. Carlos ended his home hitting streak at 29 last night. He's got a hit tonight to start another one, hopefully. Pitch to Fowler, just missing this time. Thought he had the strike, did Lynn, but it's a walk to Dexter Fowler.
Boy, not the way you want to do this. Not in the middle of the lineup. If you are Lance Lynn, to walk the leadoff man with speed and Dexter Fowler, that sets everything defensively a mess for you and allows it. And I understand you're still 3 innings to go in this ball game, but Lynn typically a strike thrower. Gonzalez drove the ball off the wall to make him pay for this mistake of a leadoff walk.
See if the Rockies can cash in. Great speed at first base at the same time with Fowler. Cargo hit the ball hard to the shortstop the first time up with a ground out. A great play by Descalso, and then the double off the left field wall last time up. Throw to first. Fowler gets back with a dive. Next, representing the tying run. 83 pitches thrown now by Lance Lynn in the game. 48 strikes, 35 balls.
Cruz on the year just 3 of 16. 19% success rate. Time for Dexter with a right-hander. Big guy, a lot of moving parts, a little slower to the plate. High heat. Was able to throw it by Gonzalez.
You got Yadier Molina, the regular catcher, the #1 guy, so good at throwing guys out, 40%. The backup catcher, like George said, not nearly that good. Dexter's got his lead from first. Throw over there again, and Dexter's back in plenty of time. Dex 8 steals in 11 tries this season. Not moving again. Pitch is way out of the strike zone. Ball and a strike to Carlos Gonzalez. Lance Lynn leaning forward to get his sign. Backup catcher Cruz behind the plate tonight has the sign. Lynn delivers to Cargo. Swing and a miss again. Another high fastball. Same spot as that previous swing and a miss, and the same result.
Part of that is his ability to run the fastball up with some late flare to it. I mean, that ball can get by you because of its elevation at the top half of the strike zone.
See what he comes back with Gonzalez now after 2 fastballs that Carlos went swinging for. Fowler not moving. Pitch is just off the plate inside. He backed with the fastball, but it was off the plate. Now 2-2.
It runs back, but it does catch the Ford strike zone. That's why Lynn wanted the strikeout. By the way, Chris Nelson tonight, 3 for 4 in the AAA game. They're just now into the 6th inning.
Good for him. I think 0 for 3 last night with an RBI. Pitch to Cargo's in the dirt. Back with a slider, and now the count is full. It's Dower, the third base coach. He'll take a look at the dugout. He'll go through signs. See if maybe they'll put Fowler in motion. There's Richie. He has gone through the signs. Gonzalez took a look. Fowler took a look at him. Rockies have had one tonight. Strike him out, throw him out, double play performed by the Cardinals. There goes Fowler. The pitch fouled away. Dex got a good jump on that pitch as well. Here's our CenturyLink high-speed pitch tonight. Both of these guys hitting 95. And George mentioned it. Alex White can throw in the mid-90s. Doesn't always need to do that, but he can hump up when he has to.
Yeah, comfortable tonight. I thought 88-91 was where he had his best results.
CenturyLink high-speed pitch tonight. Fast speed and a low monthly price. Visit CenturyLink.com. Ground ball, base hit up the middle. Dexter will keep on going to third. Ball comes in, and Lynn, the pitcher, has to cut the ball off. It sailed over second base. Gonzalez safe at first base, his second hit tonight. And the Rockies have something going. Runners at the corners, nobody out.
And nobody up in their bullpen either.
You send the runner, and you get him to third base in the process.
See, this ball, everything had been elevated prior to that. It was something off speed and away. And because it was away, he was able to get his bat head on it and take it right back up the middle. Dexter just kept going on the run, made it easy move for him to get into third base.
Pitch a lot like the one that Gardner hit off the left field wall. Pitch was outside. Now Jordan Pacheco hits this one to center field. Coming on is Jay. He slides and makes a catch. Fowler will tag from third. He will score easily. Jordan Pacheco, another RBI. He's driven in both runs. The Rockies tie the game up. The walk pays off for the Rockies. Dexter Fowler comes around to score.
It does pay off, and this is what you want. Fundamental baseball gets you back into the game. Off of the hook also is Alex White. Nice play by Jay to come in. He typically plays fairly shallow, but because of the way the ball carries at Coors Field, he's backed it up. But he comes in and makes a play on Pacheco's ball to get the out, sliding, but that allowed Dexter to take off and get the jump.
A very similar play to that against Josh Rutledge back in the fifth inning. So no loss tonight for Rutledge, and they're going to peel at first base. But Dexter was tagging all the way, and he was going to make sure he didn't leave early. So the Rockies' run still counts. Just one out in the inning. Carlos Gonzalez at third base, and now Todd Helton, the hitter. Todd has walked twice. And the pitch, swing and a miss. A fastball at 93 at the knees. One strike on Helton. Todd walked in the second inning. He walked in the fourth. And then the double steal was on. Ramon Hernandez struck out. Helton thrown out at second base. And after that play, that steal attempt and a caught stealing by Helton, the pitch comes in. Runner in the move. Throw to second base. And got him at second. Carlos Gonzalez is gunned down.
Just the third time this year he has been caught stealing a base. Nice throw by Cruz. Jim Tracy trying to give his club an opportunity to get on top. A pitch low in the dirt. A good pitch to steal on. But a perfect throw.
Well, a good play by the catcher Cruz to backhand that ball, the pitch, and then get that strike to second base. Just got him before he got in the bag. So the base is cleared. 2 outs. Todd Helton has a count of 2-1. And the pitch, that's in there for a strike. Rockies score a run back in the fourth, and then they certainly could have had more there. They had first and second, nobody out in the second, couldn't score. Had a runner at second, nobody out in the first, and couldn't score. They've got 2 runs, but they certainly could have had many more to this point in the game, including this inning. Pitch is outside, and Lynn in danger of walking Helton for the third time tonight. Ramon Hernandez standing on deck. 96 pitches thrown now by Lynn. That one's ball 4. Third walk tonight for Helton.
Yeah, Todd, they just don't want to pitch to him. I mean, they've kept everything away from him of that middle half end. Mike Matheny thinking, you know what? I'm not going to let the old guy beat us in a ball game. A couple times Helton's had men on base.
Matheny's probably thinking there. A lot of times I'm sitting behind the plate watching Todd hit the ball hard. I'm not going to let him do it here. 5 years as a catcher, Mike Matheny for the Cardinals. So Ramon Hernandez up there. He's 0 for 2. He's hit into double play. Struck out last time. That was that double play. Helton got thrown out at second base on the double steal attempt. Todd a very short lead at first. The pitch to Hernandez. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. That one almost hit Ramon Hernandez. A ball and a strike to the Rockies catcher. 3 hits last night. Looking for that first one here tonight. It's interesting that double play that the Cardinals had when Hernandez struck out. Helton got thrown out at second. Hernandez thought it was a ball, and watching the replay of that, Helton looked safe at second base. It looked like a missed tag, and after that happened, I had no fewer than 3 people text me saying Helton was safe at second. So odds at first here. It's the second base umpire, and that is Paul Nart.
Veteran crew with Nart, Dana Demuth, Doug Headings, Lance Barrett.
And is just catching a piece of that breaking ball. Let's take a look at it again. Here's the throw. Helton with the double steal, so he's the second runner. A sweep. I don't think they ever touched Todd. Yeah, that's what people are texting me about. Certainly the ball got there in time.
Miss.
Sure did.
On the knee.
Well, those that text me were right. Good observations. And at the same time, like I mentioned, Hernandez thought he had ball 4 on that play. He's got 2 and 2 now. Two pitch to Hernandez. Ground ball right side. This one is gloved by Schumacher. He'll flip to first base to get the outs. Rockies get a run to tie the ball game up. It's Jordan Pacheco coming through again. 2-2 tie at Coors Field.
Tie ball game 2-2. I want to go back to 1975 on this day. It's when Billy Martin first became the manager of the Yankees. Now you got to go back. Billy Martin had a good career for the Yankees, retired in 1961, was then a scout and a coach for the Twins. His first ever managerial job was for the AAA Denver Bears here in 1968. The next year in 69, and Fraze, you may remember this, he managed the Twins to the AL pennant. They won 97 games, but management fired him because he got in a fight with Dave Boswell, one of the pitchers on the team. And I know he was your manager in '83.
Yeah, he was my manager in '83, and Billy was not embarrassed to jump you, regardless of who you were, where you were, or what was going on. It was all about winning with Billy Martin, and I think, you know, that's Billy. Art Fowler and him began their relationship here with the Denver Ball Club, and it carried over. He was his longtime pitching coach.
Wait a minute, Billy Martin in a fight? Are you kidding me?
No, never happened.
Yeah, right.
That was all fictitious things. I mean, I think people really made him up about Billy. He never fought anyone.
How was your experience with him?
I loved him.
Did you?
I loved playing for the guy. I thought he was a really good players manager. I thought he told you where you stood, what you were doing. And the one thing you knew about Billy that was impressive to me, you were there to win every night. Yeah. And I mean, when he took the field, he didn't care if 25 guys didn't like him. It was all about winning. Good job, Rex Brothers continued on for this last inning. 7th inning strikeout here to start the 7th inning against Del Calso. A lot of sliders. If they can't hit it, why give them a chance to hit anything else? Good pitch.
Well, that's a good point. You've got a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. You don't have to use it all the time. Pitcher spot due up next. Alan Craig has grabbed the bat. Here's a bouncing ball to short. Tough hop there for Rutledge on the run. And Helton can't quite come up with the ball. Took a funny hop for Rutledge, and then the throw was not great by the rookie. And that's, I think, going to be error number 3 this year on Josh Rutledge.
You know, Todd looking out, patting his chest, should have had it. Well, you know what, Todd? You've done this a lot. Last year you led all of baseball in this deal. But as that ball hit the grass, stayed down low, Rutledge came up with it on the run. A clean hop. I guarantee you, folks, you'll see Helton make this play more times than not.
Well, a funny hop to Todd, too. A funny hop to Rutledge, and then that bounce just not quite where Todd thought it was going to be. Came up on his glove just a little bit. Alan Craig, the pinch hitter now for the Cardinals, and this guy's a slugger. He was last pinch hitting 4 games ago, 1 for 4 as a pinch hitter this year, and that's an extra base hit. He's got a man at first base and 1 out. Swing and a miss there. Good pitch by Rex Brothers again. Fernando Salas getting loose in the St. Louis bullpen. .54 RBIs for Alan Craig this year in 59 games. This one a little bit low. Fastball at 96 miles an hour from Rex Brothers. Two tie, top of the 7th inning at Coors Field. And the pitch to Craig. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt. Hard slider at 89 miles an hour. Well, that's been a good pitch for Brothers tonight. 2-2 on Craig.
He's had command of it coming out of the bullpen, and he's had very good command working it down and underneath the hands of the left-handed hitting or right-handed hitters.
Rick's going to step off the rubber this time. The pitch missing away this time. Threw a changeup that time to the right-handed hitter, and you'll see that occasionally from Brothers. Not a whole lot, more of a show pitch at times for Brothers, and now a full count. So we'll see if Mike Matheny wants to start the runner from first base. Jose Oquendo is a longtime third base coach for the Cardinals. 3-2 and 1 out. Runner moving. The pitch is hit in the air to right field. Easy play for Tyler Colvin. Cruz will get back to first base, 2 away. Folks, after watching the Rockies play on Sunday, stick around for Rockies Weekly with Jim Tracy. Every week, look for the keyword during the show and text it to 720-720 for a chance to receive prizes. Hear from the skipper and win great giveaways by watching Rockies Weekly with Jim Tracy. It's every Sunday on Root Sports. 2 down, Skip Schumacher at the plate. So lefty on lefty for Brothers. And the pitch gets away from Hernandez, and Cruz will get down to second base. Well, wild pitch thrown by Rex Brothers, and a man now in scoring position for St. Louis.
Wanting to make sure you get the ball down and away, but instead of pancaking the ball and trying to bury it in front, Ramon reaches out and tries to pick it in the dirt. And that's when that ball spun off the heel of the glove and got away from him.
Schumacher 1 for 3 tonight. He has scored a run, singled and scored in the 6th inning when the Cardinals got a pair. Pitch, bouncing ball towards second base. LeMahieu's got a big hop, and there's the inning put down by Rex Brothers. The error did not hurt the Rockies. 7th inning stretch time at Coors Field. Don't go away. 2-2 tie. And Rockies 2-2 as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. And a question for you: who wants tacos? Fans, if you'd like to receive text message alerts when the Rockies score 7 or more runs for the Rockies Taco Special, then text keyword taco, T-A-C-O, to 720-720. Message and data rates may apply. Feed your Rockies fever only at Taco Bell.
Wait.
What? Triplets? Any relation to yours, George?
I'm going to tell you what, if they start coming in pairs, you want to stop, but in threes, you really want to stop. Man, my wife always says, I hope one of our kids has triplets.
Oh.
Said, I think that would be fun.
You think it would be, or your
no,
wife does?
she thinks it would be fun.
Yeah, I got you.
It'd be a great fishing trip, but I'm not sure.
DJ LeMahieu leads off. A new pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals, Fernando Salas, and a line drive to center field for a base hit. DJ LeMahieu with a stern greeting to Fernando Salas, the new pitcher. And that's the potential go-ahead run for the Rockies.
And Young will come on to pitch hit right behind that base hit. 42nd game for Fernando Salas, a 1-3 record, 4 holes. Strikeouts, 1 per inning. He's a guy that can do that. He's also a guy that induces a lot of ground ball outs. Right now, Matheny's saying we got to put the pedal down with the way Pittsburgh and Cincinnati have played of late. They're both off, so you could pick up a half a game. Cincinnati won today. There would be nothing picked up there. They beat San Diego 9-4. The Mets over the Giants, who will be here tomorrow, 9-1.
So Eric Young Jr. out to pinch hit. We'll see if maybe he's bunting in this situation. He is, and he pulls it back. Ball 1. How about the Cardinals, George? They've won 9 of 12, and yet they've fallen 3 games back in the process of Cincinnati.
Yeah.
7 games back starting play today. 7.5 now. And there it is. This is 7.5 with Cincinnati winning today.
And I think everybody's still very fearful of the fact of what this ball club will do to the next 2 months.
Pitch high to Young, 2-0. Of course, you got the Pirates too playing great baseball, and they have all year. Look at the wild card standings. That's very interesting. Atlanta just a game back of the Pirates. Then you got Los Angeles in that mix. And how about in Arizona coming on?
Yeah, Washington is lost or won tonight 3-0. Atlanta is winning 6-1 over Miami. They trail 2.5 games overall.
Eric Young Jr. tries to bunt, pops it up foul, and bounces on the Cardinal dugout up in the crowd.
What a nice job by Rex Brothers in inning and 2/3. Only one base runner, and that was with the error.
Bounce back appearance tonight for Rex Brothers. Eric Young Jr. trying to get that bunt down. Freeze is up at third base. Berkman would charge in from first. Long pause, and the bunt bunted up the third base side. Tough play. Freeze has it. Throw to first just in time to get Young. He almost beat that out. Well, the worst you can do in that situation, get the runner to second. That's just what Eric Young Jr. did. Good play by Freeze to get him out at first.
It really was, because he dead the ball and just barely rolled it up that third base line. Even with Freeze playing in very tight, he came and grabbed that baseball and then fired it on to first base just to get Eric Young.
So it'll get Tyler Colvin up to the plate, the leadoff hitter tonight for the Rockies. And LeMahieu at second base, representing that go-ahead run. Colvin with a double, a fly out, and a pop out to short. He has been good with men in scoring position this year, over 300. That pitch will catch the corner for strike one. Jim Tracy loved to get this run across here, bring Belisle in, his 8th inning guy, setup guy. And Matt out there in the bullpen now getting loose. Pitch to Colvin. Did he check his swing? He did. He held up. Third base umpire tonight, Dana DeMuth.
The right side has been called a lot, the left side not.
That was close.
Colvin. Rockies 1 for 7 with men in scoring position tonight. St. Louis 1 for 6.
Fernando Salas on for Lance Lynn. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit down the left field line, slicing toward the corner. Holliday's not going to get to this one. It's up and over the fence on a hop. A ground rule double will drive in DJ LeMahieu. Tyler Colvin comes through. 3-2 Colorado.
Boy, have a series. Tyler Colvin, second double of this game tonight. Hot last night. Well, the toothpaste toothbrush guys almost got hit. The tooth caught it before it hit the ground. Well, what a nice job here. Going to the opposite field. He's done this in this entire series against the St. Louis Cardinals to drive in the go-ahead run.
And with that double, puts himself in scoring position for Josh Rutledge. 1 out in the inning. The pitch is inside, ball 1 to the rookie. Rutledge 0 for 3 tonight, but the average 366 on the year. He's hit the ball hard a couple of times tonight. Flew out deep to left field on a great catch by Matt Holliday against the fence. Swing and a miss there. Fastball that ran in on the hands of Rutledge. To keep a 6-game hitting streak going is the Rockies shortstop. In those 6 games, 12 for 27, well over 400. He is a fine looking young player. That one's in the dirt. Good smother job by Cruz, the catcher. 2-1.
Check out the Fan Friday ticket special exclusively online. Go to ColoradoRockies.com on Friday for ticket discounts to the August 17th game against the Miami Marlins.
Two and one on Rutledge. The man at second base, Colvin, a run in to give the Rockies the lead. Fernando Salas, a check of the runner at second. Pitch is high, and he went around. Did not hold up, says the first base umpire again, Lance Barrett.
See, they got a thing about right-handed hitters tonight. He's 3 for 4 at calling. Did he? Guess he did.
Had that one right.
Sorry.
Yeah. You were right. We're wrong. Two-two pitch to Rutledge, and he fouls it back in the screen. He keeps his at bat alive. Rockies have out hit the Cardinals 9-5 tonight. Have a 3-2 lead now in this 7th inning. One in the 4th, one in the 6th, one here in the 7th. And the pitch to Rutledge. It's in the air to left field. Going back is Holiday. Looking up. Gone! Rutledge has done it again. It's a 2-run shot. 5-2 Colorado.
Nobody would have anticipated what Josh Rutledge has done at the big league level. Nobody. Not this consistent that Rutledge has been. Amazing. 5 home runs, 14 RBIs, turned on the heat on the inner half. And knew it when it left the bat. Had that feel. Wide stance. Short, quick swing.
Home run in 4 straight games for Josh Rutledge. It's going to be a pitching change. Mike Matheny is going to go to his bullpen. Rockies have taken a 5-2 lead. A lefty will come on. We'll tell you about it. We'll be right back after this. Large part to that guy right there. Rookie shortstop Josh Rutledge, another home run tonight.
What a great swing. That ball was elevated, but it was in on his hands. Got everything close. A lot of bat speed, a lot of strength out of a little body. That's fun to watch.
Well, George, you're right about the bat speed. You watch him around the batting cage, it is really quick. Those hands are through a strike zone about as quick as you might see these days for a young player. First Rockies rookie to hit a home run in 4 straight games. And a crucial home run as well for the Rockies tonight. Giving the team a 3-run lead. There is 1 out in the inning and a new pitcher now for the Cardinals, and it's a left-hander. And Barrett Browning will come on. He'll face Dexter Fowler. Swing and a miss. Dexter Fowler taking a rip at the first offering by Browning.
More of a situational guy. 13 games, just 10 innings. Very good control.
Dexter Fowler tonight 1 for 2 with the walk. He singled in the 4th inning, got thrown out at second trying to stretch it to a double. Swings right through that pitch by Browning. And the count is 0-2 on Dexter. Flied out to left his first time.
Hard enough for a hitter to adjust to a velocity difference, but when you change sides and then see velocity difference too, it even makes it more difficult for solid contact. Browning at 83-86 with some late movement, sink and run. Lance Lynn and Salas both in the low to mid 90s.
Pitcher set up away, but the pitch too far outside. Dexter hitting from the right side for the first time tonight. And boy, has he been good in late inning games. Browning didn't like the sign that was given. He steps back and Fowler steps out. Pitch and ground ball hit sharply to the shortstop Descalso. Quick throw to first will get Fowler. Dexter hit the ball pretty hard right there, but there's his second out for the Rockies in the 7th inning.
The Super Suites Conference Center is available for game day or non-game day meetings for groups of 25 to 200. 303 Rockies, space is limited, so make sure you make that phone call soon.
2 down with the bases cleared with the home run by Rutledge, and Carlos Gonzalez is hitting for the 4th time tonight. A pair of hits for Cargo tonight. He scored a run after a double in the 4th inning. Singled last time up, then got caught stealing. Browning delivers the first pitch, a breaking ball drop in there for a strike. There's a good looking hard slider. Doesn't have an RBI tonight, Carlos Gonzalez, but a couple of hits to get that average back up to 326. Fastball is popped up on the infield. It's like Berkman will take charge behind the mound. He'll make the catch to retire the side. Rockies strike 3 more times though. Josh Rutledge another home run. 4 straight games with a long ball. 5-2 Colorado. Cold hard blast of the ball game belongs to Josh Rutledge. In the bottom of the 7th inning, a 2-run home run. He had Tyler Colvin at second base. Puts the Rockies up by 3, 5-2 with that blast. 4 games in a row with a home run for the Rockies rookie at 13 in the minor leagues. And there he is back at shortstop with our Coors Light cold hard blast, a 2-run 7th inning home run. Matt Belisle's come on for the Rockies now. Here's the setup guy. The numbers for Matt on the year.
Well, pretty good. I know last night he gave up the home run to Holiday, but he's made a little bit of a mistake with a high fastball. Tough play here. They're going to be able to get Jay on a slow roller to second.
One pitch, one out for Matt Belisle. DJ LeMahieu's been really busy tonight at second base defensively.
Well, he has been, and this ball is a difficult play as big as LeMahieu is to come in, stay down on the ball, and to make the quick flip to help.
DJ's been solid defensively both times up this year for the minor leagues. Now Matt Holliday's up with one out, nobody on. And the Rockies have kept him in check. He's 0 for 2 with an intentional walk. I'd like to keep him that way. 7 assists tonight for DJ LeMahieu at second base.
Now that's because of the great job by Alex White with all the ground ball outs. Man, he did a good job. 12 ground ball outs.
5 1/3 innings, 12 ground ball outs. Rex Brothers inning and 2/3, and now Belisle on. In the air to right field, easy play for Colvin. Tyler will come in a couple of steps. He'll make the catch. And Holliday's 0 for 3, 2 outs for the Cardinals in the 8th. He hoped it was a matter of time when somebody could slow down Matt Holliday, and tonight looks like it might be that night for the Rockies. Let's hope it stays that way.
Working through the middle of this lineup in the 8th inning, where you hope to eliminate the top of an order where there's speed, in the middle where there's power. And Matt Belisle's getting the duties of having to work through the middle of this lineup and doing a good job with it. Slow curveball for a strike.
Carlos Beltran has driven in one of the 2 for the Cardinals tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike. 6th inning RBI double. 1 for 3 tonight. Fouls that one back to the screen. One thing Matt Belisle, though, he does a lot of things, but one thing he does very well, pound the strike zone, working ahead of Beltran. And he works quickly. Hits that ball and goes right back to work between pitches. Not much wasted time or movement. Strike 3 called. He got him on the outside corner with a cut fastball. How about the job by Matt Belisle? A 1-2-3-8. On the bottom of the 8th, 5-2 Rockies. On this Thursday night, beautiful night in downtown Denver tonight, by the way. And they're using social media. If so, follow Root Sports on Facebook and Twitter to keep up to date with your favorite team all season long. Social media, if you're one of those, please join Root Sports. We'd love to have you. Some of those folks doing that right now, perhaps, following us on Twitter on their cell phone. Well, even the Cardinals fans can do that, I guess. Jordan Pacheco leads off for Colorado in this 8th inning. Pacheco had it again tonight. He's got a pair of hits and a sacrifice fly, driven in two, a single, a double, and then the sacrifice fly to center last time up. Merritt Browning continues on the mound. First pitch is swung on, fouled away. Pacheco with 304 on the year. He leads all National League rookies with that 304 average. Todd Helton on deck. Ramon Hernandez in the hole for the Rockies. Merritt Browning delivers. The pitch hit in the air to left center field and deep. Jay going back. Jay looks up. It's off the wall. Pacheco will hold at second base. He nearly had himself a home run. They'll settle for a leadoff double. Second extra base hit for Pacheco tonight. Third hit overall for the rookie.
Raising the average even higher for Pacheco at 307, highest among National League rookies batting average. Breaking ball left out over the plate, not behind. Jay gives chase, no chance. Overran the baseball, hits off the base of the wall in center field, and Pacheco in scoring position for Helton, who has walked 3 times in this game tonight.
Well, off the bat, I thought that ball was gone. It was close for Pacheco. Almost had his second home run. So he's at second, nobody out.
Well, you see what he's done average-wise, well above everybody else rookie-wise in the National League.
Yeah, that's not even close.
29-point lead.
1-0 to Helton is a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to Todd. As George said, he's walked 3 times tonight. Second inning, 4th inning, 6th inning. Jordan Pacheco, by the way, tied his season high with 3 hits tonight. Done that 5 times now this year. And a wheel towards second, fake out there by Browning. Just wonder about Pacheco down the road somewhere. I think if you're a baseball team at this level, you want a power hitter playing a corner infield spot, but how do you take that guy's bat out of a lineup?
Difficult to do that, particularly the way Pacheco just continues to pound the baseball, making the plays at third base.
That one chopped out from the plate. Tough play. Cruz, the catcher, will throw to first base to get Helton, and on to third base goes Pacheco. That's just the first out of the inning. Todd got the job done by getting the runner over. Probably not the way he intended to get the job done. He's 0 for 1 now with those 3 walks. And Ramon Hernandez to the plate, who's looking for his first hit tonight. Merritt Browning picked up from the Angels a Rule 5 pick in 2011. Had a very good season at AAA. He was under 2 with his ERA. He was a lone all-star for the Memphis AAA affiliate of the Cardinals this year. This pitcher. This is a line drive foul down the left field side. Right ahead of a cut fastball that came in at 85. Hernandez has grounded out twice, once into a double play, and he struck out in between those 2. Infield in for the Cardinals. There they are. They're trying to cut this run off, which is Pacheco at third base. This one's hit hard down the right field line. That's going to drop for a base hit and score the run. Hernandez digging for 2. Beltran up with the ball. Ramon will cruise into second base, an RBI double. Rockies tack on a 6-2 lead for Colorado.
3-hit night last night for Ramon Hernandez. And continues it here, and Matheny's going to go to the mound.
Well, this is a great piece of hitting for Ramon Hernandez.
Oh, look at this ball. I mean, it is below the knees, and then just shoots this thing down the right field line with authority. It's not a flare. This ball shot out into that corner, and that scored the run with Pacheco.
It would feel good for Ramon Hernandez. He misfired a couple times in opportunities like this. So we've got a pitching change. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is for the Cardinals. Stay with us. 6-2 Colorado. Another run here in the 8th inning, lead 6-2 over the Cardinals. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. A reminder, this copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Colorado Rockies and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and description of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Colorado Rockies. New pitcher, former Rocky Brian Fuentes tonight. George?
Yep, left-hander comes in. His 4th game for him to appear in. He's yet to give up an earned run. 2 1/3. He struck out 3, walked 2. Unusual left to Browning. Now you bring another left-hander right behind him with LeMahieu. Then it appears to be Rosario in the on-deck circle.
LeMahieu swings and fouls the first pitch back for strike 1. DJ greeted Fernando Salas with a hit. First pitch he saw from that reliever hit to center field. That got things going for the Rockies last inning. He got sacrificed to second, scored after that on the RBI double by Colvin. So DJ tonight 1 for 3 at the plate. Pitch, he reaches down and hits this one to center field. Barely deep for Jay, tagging at second base. Hernandez fakes a run toward third, and he'll hold at second base. Just try to draw the throw to see what might happen. LeMahieu was out, and now 2 down. And here comes Rosario, like George mentioned, up to the plate to pinch hit. He'll officially be pinch hitting for Matt Belisle. 1 for 7 as a pinch hitter this year for Willeen Rosario, and he's got some pop in his bat. We sure know about that. 16 homers this year and 40 RBIs. Brian Fuentes will look towards second. The pitch off speed will drop in there for a strike, a changeup.
He has been able to utilize that changeup so well against right-handers because of a weird arm action that he comes out of, kind of a low 3/4 spin that makes it a little bit difficult. He'll turn it over, make it look like a slider, then he'll turn it and go the other way with it.
Pitch fouled away off the bat of Rosario, and quickly down 0-2. Brian Fuentes, one of the great, really, you look at the numbers, left-handed closers in the history of baseball. 4-time All-Star, led the majors, 48 saves, the Angels in 2009. 4th among left-handers in saves in Major League history. There have been that many of them, but it's still very impressive.
John Franco was pretty good at it.
Pitch. This one's well struck to center. John Jay going back, and he will look up and see it leave the ballpark. It's a 2-run shot for the rookie Rosario. Hernandez scores. Here comes the baby ball around third. 8-2 Colorado. How about the rookies tonight? Rutledge with a home run and Rosario with a home run as well. You got Pacheco with a big night.
And ahead of Rosario on an 0-2 count, wanted to bury the fastball on his hands, and he didn't. He left it out over the plate. Rosario with this power to dead center field. The deepest part of the park here at Coors Field, 415 feet. Rosario, 17 home runs, 42 RBIs now.
He is a strong young man. Tyler Colvin up there now. We're going to look at ball one. Lefty on lefty, Colvin against Fuentes. And the pitch to Tyler is looped foul, and it's going to be out of play. Freese took a look at it, but it's up with the crowd. Tyler's had a good night tonight. 2 doubles, 2 for 4. He's driven in a run. He got LeMahieu in back in the 7th inning. Good to see Tyler Colvin swinging the bat. Last night he stopped an 0 for 16 string, and he's keeping it going tonight with the 2 doubles. Pitch. This one is hit to left center field. Holiday's underneath this one. He will get there to make the catch. Side is retired. Rocky scored 3 more times. Wheeling Rosario with a long ball this time. 8-2 home team. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. My Jack in the Box. Get the All-American Jack Combo at Jack in the Box. It's a no-nonsense burger with fries and a drink. Eight to 2, the Rockies have the lead. They've out-hit the Cardinals in this game 13-5 tonight. 8-2 lead for Colorado, trying to salvage a game in this 3-game series. Well on their way. Let's go out to Joel Klatt standing by to tell us what's coming up on the Toyota post-game show. Joel?
Jerry, what's going on, my friend? Hey, in this spirit of the summer blockbuster season, everyone was talking about Total Recall in the press box. I thought to myself, you're right. It came full circle. Alex White, Total Recall, back from AAA. I didn't even realize that the movie was coming out tomorrow. We'll talk about Alex White on the post-game show. Plus, rookie record. That's right, Josh Rutledge, a rookie record. We'll tell you all about it. Plus, we hear from Jim Tracy. That's coming up on the Toyota post-game show. Jerry.
All right, Joel, we look forward to that. And there is one of our heroes, one of the rookies tonight, Josh Rutledge. Just been sensational. So most consecutive games among Rockies rookies with the home run. He has now the team record. Rosario not too far behind, and Troy Tulowitzki with 3.
Yeah, Rosario may have a chance to tie that record and keep hitting home runs. He could do that 3 days in a row. Or Josh continue to extend the record.
Last rookie in Major League Baseball to hit in a home run in 4 straight games. Casper Wells did it for Seattle last year. That was in mid-August. And now Rafael Betancourt will come on for the Rockies to work this 9th inning.
Betancourt, not a lot of opportunities to save ball games this year with the Rockies, the position they're in, 17 of 21. 2.92 earned run average, just 10 walks, 37 innings, 38 strikeouts.
Another guy like Matt Belisle pounds the strike zone. So you got your setup guy able to work tonight. Now you got your closer. It's no save situation for Betancourt.
Well, when you have wins that have been tough to come by for the Rockies, you've got a 6-run lead. You don't want to fool around with it.
Plus, in the series, Betancourt has not worked, so you want to get the guy some action anyway. Swinging a foul off the bat of David Freese, who was 0 for 2. He got hit by a pitch last time. David Freese picked up a couple years ago in a trade from the Padres, and he has just gotten better and better since that trade to the Cardinals. Hernandez set up away to this hitter, and the pitch by Betancourt fouled right back to the screen. Rafael Betancourt, the subject of some trade rumors before the deadline, but he stayed and explained to the media the other day on Tuesday before the ball game, very happy to be here. He is quite content to be a Colorado Rocky despite the rough season this year. He was warning us media members, hey, look out for next year. This team could turn it around very quickly in his mind. Bouncing ball to Helton. Todd will step on the bag ahead of David Freese to get the out. Colorado Rockies baseball and Root Sports brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. By Jack in the Box. Get the All-American Jack Combo at Jack in the Box. It's a no-nonsense burger with fries and drink for only $4.99 plus tax at participating stores. By Brunkier, mechanical and plumbing services. For all your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, call Peconier at 303-777-3037. Think green, think Peconier. And by 5-Hour Energy. 5-Hour Energy fixes tired fast. Lance Berkman up there now for the Cardinals with 1 out. Look at ball one just off the plate from Rafael Betancourt. Berkman 0 for 3 tonight, hitting that double play, a key defensive play back in the 6th inning for the Rockies. Here's a strike call to the veteran. Berkman will hit this on one hop. LeMahieu with a tricky hop. He's got it. He'll throw to first. Berkman not even running down the line. Broke his bat in the process. Boy, DJ LeMahieu has really been busy tonight, and he's done a solid job in all his chances. I think Lance Berkman might have hurt himself with his swing, George.
Yeah, let's watch what happens with that right knee as he starts to take off. A little hesitation. Spikes hooked a little bit. That's the knee that was hit by a pitch ball last week.
Cardinals down to their final out. Crowd standing 29,000, almost 700, 29,659 tonight. And Betancourt looking for a 1-2-3 9th inning.
Well, the formula to see this pitching plan worked to perfection today with Alex White, 5 1/3, 72 pitches. Brothers an inning and 2/3 zip across the board. Belial working the 8th inning and shutting down the Redbirds. And then now here it is with Betancourt evening the count at 1 ball and 1 strike with 2 outs here in the ninth.
Strike 2 on Daniel Descalso. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cardinals down to their final strike now. There it is. nice bounce back win tonight for the Rockies. Timely hitting and some rookies coming through offensively in a big way tonight. Pacheco one, Rutledge the other, and Jim Tracy sees that 5-game losing streak come to an end finally. The Rockies had lost 7 straight at home.
And you know what? You look out, it's nice seeing handshakes at the end of the game, Jerry.
Let's look at Jimmy John's delivery of the game. Today's delivery of the game brought to you by Jimmy John's, America's favorite sandwich delivery guys. Visit jimmyjohns.com to find a location near you. 7th inning, Josh Rutledge, the rookie shortstop, with a big swing, George.
Yes, it is a big swing out into left field. Rutledge again coming through in a big way. The rookie has done a lot of wonderful things around this ballpark since showing up.
Bullpen was terrific for the Rockies as well. Rux Brothers gets the win. Rockies win at 8-2 tonight. We'll be right back.